Good morning and welcome to Thought for the Day on this Monday morning. At this point with everything of the last 12 hours even, I remember back in 2006 when I was in the Navy, I was a leader of a training team going on to submarines. And in the July then, I was on board one particular submarine, and I'd had a conversation with the captain, and it was all about another Euro football match. It was whether we could put the submarine in a position where the crew could watch England-Portugal in the quarterfinals of Euro 2006. And we'd come to an agreement that if their progress through training was sufficiently good and they were ahead of the sort of natural training curve by enough, then yes, we could put the submarine on the roof. Of course, being a training organisation, we had all sorts of plots in place for when the match finished, and none of that happened. None of those extra things happened, because that was a game that after full time was a draw, 0-0 in that case. Went all the way through extra time, still a draw, and then went to penalties. And what a shame on that occasion, as well as yesterday. The outcome of the penalty shootout was that England had lost. And I just remember the palpable sense of disappointment amongst the crew of that submarine. They'd done so much, they had worked so hard to have the opportunity to watch a football match. And off we went, so we did the rest of our training. Proverbs 13:12 talks about hope deferred is something that makes the heart sick, but a desire fulfilled being the tree of life. And I think, not to talk too much about football this morning, but we've had a tendency nationally to do the hope deferred makes the heart sick thing on occasions such as this, and look at all the negatives and the finger pointing in the press and everything. I'd like to suggest today that actually hope isn't deferred, hope continues. After all, our team are bringing something back, or have brought something back from Wembley. Okay, it's a runners-up medal on this time, but how often have England come in as runners-up in a competition of this magnitude? Every player gave their utmost. Nobody held back. Yes, penalties were missed, penalties were saved. Some we celebrated, some we didn't. But at the end of the day, they all did their best. And they've done something historic by getting to that final. We would love to have seen the celebrations of lifting the trophy, and I'm sure the heads around the nation would have been that much sorer had England done so. But the World Cup semi-final followed by a Euro final, that gives hope for the future. So let's not allow our hearts to become sick over the rest of today, over the week, as we reflect on a hope that has been not completely fulfilled as we would have wished. But let's just celebrate and be so content and happy with all that has been achieved, to look for the progress, the good, the efforts, all of those amazing things that we've seen through this team as they've grown together in a football competition. And perhaps that's just a lesson for each of us as well. It's very easy to look at the things that distract us from hope, to look at the negatives, to look at the painful, to look at the hard. Instead, let's look towards the good things that we have, the blessings that we retain, the desires that have been fulfilled, that are the tree of life, to have our roots deep in living water. Football so nearly came home, but there is always hope for next time. God bless. Have a great day, great week. Bye for now.